If you're looking to clean up the engine bay while also making it much easier to wrench on your 21 and newer Bronco at home, well then you should definitely consider ditching that factory hood prop in favor of the hood strut kit like we have here from MRT. Now this made in the USA kit from MRT will feature 2 gas-powered or gas-charged struts, along with your necessary brackets for the install, all for right around that mid-$100 price point. Now since the install does not require any drilling or permanent modification, Site is going to call this a pretty solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe 30 minutes or so of your time to complete from start to finish, as I'll show you guys later in the video. So this is an extremely popular modification over on the Mustang side of things, and I think should just be standard equipment on all trucks and cars in general because it just makes life so much easier. Now when installed, the MRT kit will be responsible for helping to lift and hold that hood open for essentially as long as you need, and the best part is you can remove that goofy factory hood prop once and for all. Now this functioning is really great, especially on lifted rigs out there where it might be tough for some owners to reach that hood prop location with the hood fully opened up. Now on top of that, I think this is just going to make for a much cleaner appearance once the hood is popped. But if you're also the type of owner who likes to tinker under the hood, maybe do some wrenching, well then this just makes working on your engine or in your engine bay much easier because you're not constantly dodging that factory hood prop while installing mods or doing some maintenance. Now the MRT kit here in particular is going to make this all possible thanks to some pretty simple components, right? You got the twin gas charged struts here along with your MRT logo, and of course all of your brackets needed to get everything in place. And again, this all has been built and assembled right here in the USA. But switching gears, let's briefly talk about the install. And again, this is going to get a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, at least 30 minutes or so to get in place from start to finish. But to give you a better idea of just how this job will go down, check out our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown now.
Tools used for this installation: 13mm wrench, 3/8 ratchet, 13mm socket. First thing we're going to do is install our lower bracket. It's going to go right behind this bolt, behind your washer bottle here. So you're going to take your 13mm wrench. We're going to get in there. We're going to loosen it up, and then we're going to back it off pretty far so that we can slide that bracket behind it without taking it out. Now there is some wiring harness back here that you'll see. I'm going to move out of the way. I'm going to slide this bracket behind the bolt. And once we get it slid behind it, I'm going to snug it up. I'm going to tighten it up with my 13mm. Now that I have that tight, I'm going to remove the upper hood bolts here to install our secondary bracket. It's going to go on like that to hold our strut rod. I'm going to do one side at a time, that way I don't have to worry about the hood moving around because the other side's bolted. You can hold the hood if it does move around. I'm going to install our bracket, hold it up in there. I'm going to move the hood back where it was. And then we'll check for alignment after we get the hood shut. Now I'm going to install our prop rod or strut rod. That pretty much just pops into place. Same down there. Now we'll go on to the other side. So now we're going to move over to the driver's side. We're going to install our bracket behind our 13 millimeter. Now this 13 millimeter is more down behind the fuse box. So I'm gonna remove the cover on the fuse box and get it out of the way. I took the lid off. Now I can get access down behind here to the 13 millimeter. Again, we're gonna loosen it, not take it out, and then we're gonna install our bracket behind it and then tighten it up. Now that we got our fuse box lid off, I'm gonna just push down a little bit on our fuse box to get back to this 13 millimeter. We're gonna loosen it and not take it all the way out. Once I get it loose, I take my fingers and back it off enough that I can slide that bracket behind it. Now I'll take our bracket, slide it behind like that, snug it up with our fingers. Can be a little tricky to get to just for where it's located in the fuse box. Makes it a little tough. Now we got it tight. Now we'll install our top bracket on our hood. Now we're going to remove our two 13 millimeters. That hold our hood on. When I take the second one out, you're going to want to push down on the back of the hood so it doesn't move around. And you can hold it in the back to the hinge. We're gonna take our bracket now. Install it onto our hinge. And I'm gonna line the paint mark up on the hood right where it was. So that way when I tighten it back up, keeps the hood aligned where it was from the factory. Snug these up. And now we'll install our strut rod. Now we're going to install our strut rod. I'm going to put it down in the bottom first, get it in there. You can pull down and push in like that. Now we got our strut rod assembled. We will reinstall our fuse box cover. And now we're going to check for fitment. We're going to shut the hood, make sure that it didn't move too much and that everything lines up. Now we're going to check for fitment of the hood. Since we loosened those 4 bolts up, you just want to check side to side and make sure your gaps are right, nothing's going to hit. Just check smooth operation. The strut rods are working good, and that installation is done. That wraps up our review and install of our MRT strut rods, black for 21 to 22 Broncos. Thanks for watching, and for all things Bronco, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.